Vinny Tortorich here. Hey man, if you're a fan of Izzy, you might be a fan of me too. I'm the guy that gets people to lose a lot of weight. I have something free for you guys. This is no clickbait. Just go to VinnyTortorich.com and there's a big banner. It's a free PDF, how to lose weight. It's an intro guide to NSNG at VinnyTortorich.com. Go check it out exclusively for anyone who listens to Izzy Presley. Thank you.
Replay Guitar Exchange is your premier independent guitar store. Being independent is good. With all of the major brands, including new, vintage, and pre-owned, you can find the guitar, bass, amp, or accessory you are dreaming of. From vintage to the newest models, Replay Guitar Exchange can help you find that perfect piece. They have industry veteran expert staff, all players like you down to the owner. You aren't just getting a great guitar, you're getting the Replay difference. Find them online at replayguitar.com and find your dream guitar today.
Hey ladies, Sass Pants Designs will take that rock shirt that everyone has and make it your own in a flattering, sassy, and simple way. There are one-of-a-kind tank tops, lace-up tees, and tube top dresses already in stock. Check out the online store at sasspantsdesigns.com and like Sass Pants Designs on Facebook for special offers and custom orders. That's sasspantsdesigns.com, sasspantsdesigns.com. Sass Pants will make you the envy of the party.
RockstarLeatherworks.com is your home for badass rock and roll gear. Featuring 100% handmade leather bands, watches, cuffs, bracelets, and more, Rockstar Leatherworks has something for everybody. Whether you are going to the show or you are in it, you can find something to fit your needs. Choose from a variety of designs or create your own masterpiece. Their bands and watches are second to none. They also ship internationally. Who needs a stage to be a rock star? Check out RockstarLeatherworks.com.
Would I listen to Izzy Presley? Ooh, not if he was the last disc jockey on earth, honey.
The unscripted, uncensored, loose cannon of commentary.
Why did you say that? Why? What? You come out with stink like that? Poop. Your poop mouth. Poop out of your mouth.
See, son? Old legends never die. They just lose weight.
Like a legend and an out-of-work bum look a lot alike, Daddy.
I've got a midget friend, an albino friend, and another friend who thinks Lord of the Rings is real. Together we call ourselves the Unfuckables.
Quinton is in. Let the fun begin.
Body touch.
You got you an asshole, man.
Good morning, Hollywood. Good morning, world. Good morning, my loyal minions. It is good to see you, and as always, good to be seen. Izzy Presley, an extremely hungover Izzy Presley here. Oh, that was professional. Oh, my God. Gotta bear with me. Coming to you from Hollywood, California. Beautiful downtown Burbank. So, actually, not Hollywood. But, yeah, you guys know it. You know the shtick. Sitting here, mainlining Red Bull, mainlining water, trying to get functioning. I was supposed to go live about an hour ago, but I overslept just a little bit, just a tinge so good. But it's all right. I had a fun night last night. Make sure you guys hit up all the social media at Real Izzy Presley all the way across the board. And, of course, the show page for another effing podcast and this show, the Izzy Presley Show, is... yes, another effing podcast on Facebook. You'll hit up that page. You will see a link, a PayPal link. If you want to support the show, you absolutely can. Just click on that bad boy and, send some money in. The show is not cheap to do. Well, it is cheap, but it's not cheap. But I'm broke, so, any help works. You don't have to. If you want to buy T-shirts, there's T-shirts available to support the show. Both shows. Actually, I don't have Izzy Presley Show shirts yet, but I have ideas. I have ideas, but there's lots of merch available. You click that Shop Now button. Just opened up a whole bunch of new Another Effing Podcast gear. Sweatshirts, long sleeve shirts, yada, yada, yada. So hit all that up. What we're going to be doing today... is talking about a little thing called Baby, It's Cold Outside. It is the season. Actually, it's not the season yet. It's not the season yet. But it will be coming up. Christmas season, that's right. If you guys follow me on Twitter, if you follow me on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, Halloween, the day before Halloween, I was in Target. I was looking for Halloween stuff, and the whole Halloween section was now Christmas trees. They moved the Halloween section, and they had a very limited amount of stuff left. But it's like it switches from Halloween to Christmas, just like that. No Thanksgiving, no nothing, but Christmas generates money. So it is what it is. But what can you do? So we are going to be talking about a song called "Baby It's Cold Outside." Obviously, I cannot be bitching about weather because I live in California and it is beautiful and 75 and 80 degrees every day. But there's a new version of that song by Kelly Clarkson and who's that other jackass? John Legend. And of course, being in the culture that we are in, they changed the lyrics. And I might have a check-in from the road from a good friend in LA Guns. We'll see if Ace calls in. Let's see. Use FaceTime audio. Sounds gooder. This is great radio when you're texting, when you're on the... Alex would rather have them in studio when they get back. All right, so, what the hell am I talking about? Forgot what I was talking about. This is what happens when you're unprepared. Actually, I'm not really that unprepared. I just woke up about an hour ago and I'm still trying, actually about an hour and a half ago. I'm still trying to get functioning and knock the cobwebs out. Had a great night in Hollywood last night. Went down and jammed a couple songs at the Viper Room with Sam Bam Colton, who fills in for Ace Von Johnson and Faster Pussycat, and Matt Duncan, the other Duncan brother. DC4, of course, his brothers Jeff and Sean from Odin. And then Scotty Slam, who's been on another effing podcast talking about Kiss. And we did a couple Kiss songs. It was great. It was fun. Thank you, Eric Himmel, for having us. Gonna be playing there again. It's always. I love that little vibe at the Viper Room on Monday nights. It's cool. I mean, it's completely different than what we do at Soundcheck Live. Soundcheck Live is a bigger production, but it's still. I mean, they're both awesome. Both awesome. But it's Viper Room. It's smaller. It's tighter. Smaller stage, and Lucky Strike has the big stage and the big production, and it's great. I mean, they're both great. I mean, I'm not diminishing either of them, obviously. I mean, why host one of them? But yeah, thank you, Eric Himmel, for having me. That was a lot of fun. I don't know what the hell I was going to say right now. That's right. Tonight on another effing podcast, I will have Phil Schaus. I think is it Schaus or Schaus? I should probably figure that out before he's on. Member of the Ace Frehley Band, and also now a member of Accept. He's in rehearsals with Accept today, and as soon as he gets out, if he's not out by 6, we will do the show as soon as he's available. So, then I was talking to AJ Benza. I believe he will be on next Thursday, working on a guest for the podcast on Thursday night, this Thursday. If I don't have one, I won't do one. But at least we're going to get one another from podcast this week. And, of course, we are doing this show live every day supposed to be at noon. And, like I said, I'm hungover. So it's 1 o'clock, and here I am. We should try to buzz up Ace. But anyways, we're going to talk about that. And then we got some other shit we're going to talk about too. What else are we talking about today? Oh, Pamela Anderson on Halloween. And also Tool versus Kanye West. Their album outsold Kanye's. I love it. And also, oh yes, Emma Watson. Emma Watson losing her mind. I mean, everybody's lost their mind nowadays, which also ties into the baby it's cold outside thing. Let's buzz up Ace. Let's do this. Let's buzz up Mr. Von Johnson. I like doing this shit on the fly. This is fun. This is good. This is good. Makes for great radio. AC Poo. This is why it's better when you have a producer that knows what they're doing. There we go. There we go. Let's see if he answers. Let's see if he answers. Uh-oh. It's ringing. It's ringing. Oh, my. Steve Conley, welcome to the show. Let's see if he answers. Come on, AC Poo. Do 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 do. All right, well, we'll see if he calls in. We'll see if he calls in. Anyways, let's talk about this Emma Watson thing really quick, because people have lost their fucking minds. Oh my! And this came from Daily Wire. Self-partnered Emma Watson doesn't describe herself as single. She nears her 30th birthday. She now called herself self-partnered. Can we stop with this shit? I mean, really? I'm self-partnered. You're single. It's just ridiculous. It is out of hand. And look, I know this show, I try to keep it music-based, and I try to keep all that shit music-based, but good God. I am deathly single. I'm 47 years old. I do not call myself being self-partnered. I'm a single man. She told this magazine, who's she talking to? This is after her 30th birthday. Or she nears her 30th birthday. Which magazine was this? In a recent in-depth interview, I call it being self-partnered. She told the magazine, what magazine? It doesn't say what magazine. That's good reporting right there. I was like, why does everybody make such a big fuss about turning 30? It's not a big deal. Cut to 29, and I'm like, oh my God, I feel so stressed and anxious. I realize that it's because there is suddenly this bloody influx of subliminal messaging around. If you have not built a home, do not have a husband, do not have a baby, and you are turning 30, and you're not in some incredibly secure, stable place in your career or still figure things out, there's just incredible amount of anxiety. Try being 47 and being that way, toots. You know? Nothing less. The feminist says she's happy being single or self-partnered. I've never believed in the whole I'm happy being single spiel. I was like, this is totally spiel. It took me a long time, but I'm very happy being single, and I call it being self-partnered. Can we stop redefining things? I mean, this society is fucked. The society is doomed. It's doomed. And I got to play this again. And this will tie in to the baby. It's cold outside. This will tie in to people going batshit crazy over Pamela Anderson holding a fucking Indian headdress in her Halloween photos. Let's just see if this loads. My computer's running very, very slow. I'm doing my best. So, Steve, is, if you're still listening, just bear with me. I'm doing my best over here. I'm doing so good and stuff too. Oh, fucking silly. Come on, load, you pile of shit. I need more RAM. This is why I don't have video on this show. Because I need a lot more RAM in my computer to run that stuff. It will totally crash this thing. All right, hold on. Bill Hicks. Freebird. While I'm loading this up, first half of the show brought to you by Beater Amplification. That's 2 E's. BeaterAmplification.com. Badass rock and roll. And any type of music. Amplifiers. These things are so killer. Hand-built, hand-wired. 100 watts of testicular fortitude. And fucking amazing. I fucking love them. Hit them up. BeaterAmplification.com. This doing a show every day is a lot harder than one would think. I do not have Explosive Ed Robinson here. I do not have a co-host. I do not have anything. It's just me, and I'm doing my best. God damn it. Oh my God. All right. Bill Hicks loses it in Chicago. Here we go. Just to preface this, if you have not heard this before, Bill Hicks had a heckler who was... Yeah, we want video. Trust me, you don't want to see me right now, Michelle. You don't want to see me right now. So I'm going to preface this. By saying that Bill Hicks was being heckled. If you guys don't know who Bill Hicks is, comedian who is sadly no longer with us. He died in like 94 of pancreatic cancer, and he's considered one of the greatest of all time. Bill was in Chicago, and some guy was heckling and kept yelling Freebird. And it's sad in this day and age that you have to have this conversation before you play something. But I think the premise, I know the premise of this is, of Bill's response. Bill loses his shit. Bill went off his rocker. And the premise of this is that we need to start over. We need a fresh slate. So... let's do this. All right, hold on. Let's get this stupid ad over. Skip ad. All right, here we go. Here's Bill Hicks.
Please quit yelling that. It's not funny. It's not clever. It's stupid. It's repetitive. Why the fuck would you continue to yell that? I'm serious. Kevin Matthews. Okay, what does that mean now? Now what does it mean? I understand where it comes from. So do you. Now what does it all mean? What is the culmination of yelling that? Jimmy Shores. He's not here. He's not going to be here. Now what? Now where are we? We're here at you interrupting me again, you fucking idiot. You see where we're at? We're here at the same point again where you, the fucking peon masses, can once again ruin anyone who tries to do anything because you don't know how to do it on your own.
That's a very good point. Okay, it gets better.
That's where we're fucking at. Once again, the useless waste of fucking flesh that has ruined everything good in this goddamn world.
Okay, now keep in mind that this is from the late 80s, early 90s. I don't know the exact date of this. And they always said Bill was way ahead of its time, and I would love to hear what Bill would have to say today. Unfortunately, we can't because he isn't with us. Continue, Mr. Hicks.
Where we're at. Hitler had the right idea. He was just an underachiever. Kill them all, Adolf, all of them. Jew, Mexican, American, white. Kill them all. Start over. The experiment didn't work. Rain 40 days, please. Fucking rain and wash these turds off my fucking life. Wash these human waste of flesh and bones off this planet. I pray to you, God, to kill these fucking people. Freebird.
And there it is. If that isn't if that isn't a metaphor for what should happen now, I don't know what is. It's just ridiculous. And this brings me into the story that I was going to talk about. Baby, It's Cold Outside. Yes, we all know the song that radio stations were banning because it's abusive to women, blah, 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 blah. People forget that there was the time when stuff comes out. You see people, when they look at advertising from like the 50s, and say, oh, this is so derogatory to women. At that time, a woman's job, and I'm not saying that's where women belong, I'm just saying the most women, their job was being the housekeeper, the mother, the housekeeper, which was a job. It wasn't that's where they belong. It wasn't, that's what they have to do. That's what women did. That's what they did. They were mothers. It was a job. It wasn't this is where you belong because you're a woman. No, it's what they did. They kept the house. And anybody that thinks that that's an easy job is fucking full of it. Taking care of kids, cooking, cleaning, that laundry every day. That shit's not easy. And of course, this is someone that's been single his entire life with no kids. But people forget to look at context. And you get to the song, Baby, It's Cold Outside. And if you take it in the context, it's a guy flirting. And then she's flirting back. But now, John Legend and Kelly Clarkson, whose show is fucking terrible, by the way. And as soon as Days is over, because I have Days of Our Lives on, and I'm missing Days of Our Lives for you guys. Why? Because I care. I'm missing Days of Our Lives for you guys. Granted, it's recording and I can watch it later. But her show comes on right after Days of Our Lives, and I immediately change the channel. Why? Because it's fucking terrible. It's horrible. So, her and John Legend decided to rewrite Baby, It's Cold Outside. And Sharon Osbourne lost her shit over it, and I finally agree with Sharon Osbourne on something. Usually she's loud, she's obnoxious, and she fucked Ozzy's career. And whatever. That's a story for another time. And we're going to read the story, and then when we come back from the break, I'm going to play the audio of this from the talk. And it's probably the only time you're ever going to hear me play audio from the talk on this song or on this show. The lyric was changed. And it just pisses me off. Clarkson sings, "What will my friends think if I have one more drink?" And, okay, look, so the 67-year-old took issue with the specific lyric that was revealed in the sample of the song released by the musicians. Instead of the song being about an overly persistent male, oh my God, and they don't even have the full lyrics to the song, and if they change this already, it's just, just this little clip is going to make me lose my mind. Instead of the song being about an overly persistent male suitor trying to convince a reluctant woman to spend the night with him, which is what guys do. Guys beg for sex. I know. We can smell our own. What will my friends think if I have one more drink? It's your body, your choice, Legend replies. And it's just, oh, my God. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take a break, finish up these commercials, and then we'll be right back, and I'll play you the audio from the talk. It's another Izzy Presley show right here. Should I do this every day? I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can. Oh, Ace Von Johnson's was going to call in after sound check. So, all right, that's cool. Here we go. Ads.
Retro Arcade brings Minnesota and surrounding areas arcade games from the days gone by. All of those great games from pizza joints and arcades are available in cocktail units and custom machines. Dozens of favorites from your youth in one machine to complete your game room or man cave. Retro Arcade also sells and services your favorite pinball machines. Find them at facebook.com/80arcade. That's facebook.com/80arcade. Retro Arcade. Your youth is just one click away.
Rockwood Saloon Authentic Apparel takes rock and roll fashion to a new level with their tees and tanks for men and women. They also make custom shirts, jackets, vests, pants, hoodies, beanies, and more. The Rockwood Graphics Department can design anything from your logo, t-shirt design, promo posters, band swag, and printed at great prices. From tour shirts and custom stage gear to killer threads for the street to the stage, Rockwood Saloon has it all. Rockwood Saloon, authentic rock and roll apparel for stage and street. World tour tested for quality, comfort, style, and durability. Check them out at www.rockwoodsaloon.com. That's rockwoodsaloon.com.
If you need to promote your band or business, or just want to stylize, personalize, or customize your ride, check out vid-decals.com. Want to create and customize your own stickers representing your band, or make your own bumper sticker? Vid Decals can do it. All stickers are printed on quality vinyl and can be placed on any flat surface. Stickers are an affordable way to promote your band or business. Go to vid-decals.com to get started. That's vid-decals.com. vid-decals.com.
Hey, what's going on? This is Tom Arnold. I like fat women and cocaine. And you're listening to Izzy Presley here on another fucking podcast. And I know Izzy from Cocaine Anonymous meetings. I've actually seen him at the meetings with Ace Von Johnson from, I probably shouldn't say this out loud, but Ace has got a bad coke problem. And his sponsor is Josh Todd from, and again, I shouldn't say this out loud, but Josh is his sponsor for Buck Cherry. He's addicted to upskirt porn. And they're both being sponsored by the Eagles. The whole band, the Eagles. Anyways, another fucking podcast right here with Izzy Presley, and call your sponsor. Fucking A.
Oh my God, these bounty commercials. You know, the ones where it goes slow motion and you see the spill in slow motion. They only show the one with the black family now. Not that that's a bad thing. But I like the one with the bulldog. You know, the Asian family that's sitting there eating sushi or whatever they're eating, and it spills, and the one falls off the table, and they're all going, no! And then they show a bulldog down there, and he's like, yes! And he eats it. That one's hilarious. The other ones are, the other ones aren't good. They aren't good. The best one is with the bulldog, because bulldogs rule. I got to get a bulldog. I just want to know somebody with a bulldog so I can play with their bulldog. I love bulldogs. All right, second half of the show brought to you by A&P Productions Laser Engraving. A&P Laser, ladies and gentlemen. Hit them up for all your laser engraving needs. Find the website, order something nice for someone you know, and they will be making the roadie packs once again, which will consist of a coffee large mug gimmick, you know, the one you put in your car, all engraved with the Another Effin' Podcast logo, and because you are ordering direct from them, you will get to have it personalized as well. I believe there will be dog tags. I believe there will be a Zippo and some other thing. We haven't got it all finalized yet, but that's what we're going to do. The roadie packs will be available once again. Brand new roadie packs, ladies and gentlemen, with the new logo, because the last ones didn't have the live on it. And I think this new logo looks better. So also John Palumbo design. We love us some John Palumbo. And I ran into John Palumbo last night. He was in town, and he was at the Viper Room. Came down from Santa Barbara just to say hi. He had other meetings as well, but came down to say hi and watch me perform. It was great. It was fun, yada, yada, yada. Love us some John Palumbo. You have a band, you have a website, you have a small business, you need something designed, hit up our good friend John Palumbo at John Palumbo Design. But let's get into this. Ace will be calling in after sound check. He just texted me. Hopefully we're still on the air when he does. But we talked about this before the break. Sharon Osbourne getting mad. And this is... I don't watch these goddamn horseshit shows like The Talk, because it usually ends up being shit like this that you can't stand. But Mrs. Osbourne has an excellent point. And if you don't know what we're talking about, the song Baby It's Cold Outside has been re-recorded by Kelly Clarkson, whose show sucks, by the way, and John Legend. And they changed the words, and they made it all woke. Here's Sharon Osbourne and the other flappers on the Talk.
John Legend do is in 40 years, if somebody wanted to, times change, re-record one of his songs, and there was some group that found it offensive, and somebody just went, oh, I can change the lyrics on that. To me, it's like a master painter. You go and see these beautiful nudes, okay?
I like nudes. I like boobies.
They're spectacular. Would it be right for me to go and draw a bikini top on one of those nudes?
Yeah.
Because it's still art form. It's a piece of art. Yeah. And the thing is, to change an innocent lyric to it's, what is it, your mind and your body? What the hell are you on about? That's ridiculous. And I have to tell you, I love John Legend. I love John Legend's wife, his family. He's an amazing artist that I really respect.
Okay, why do you have to come in and say that? Just to kiss ass. Make your point, which you did, but I love John Legend and his wife and blah, blah, blah. That's not the point of this. The point is they're rewriting history, and that's what we are running into nowadays. Rewriting history. You cannot change history. And the song was innocent in the first place. Anyways, continue, ladies.
Why you do this? That's not right.
Yeah. If you don't like the song,
don't sing it.
You can always change the channel.
Right.
Yeah.
Much like Kelly Clarkson's show and this show.
But the thing is, if you don't want the song, don't record it.
Yeah. But even a song like this, but what about a song like Strange Fruit by Billie Holiday?
Right.
You change the lyrics, and that is a song about a violent act of lynching.
Yes.
You change the song, you change its meaning.
And
So-
to change history. We have to be careful not to change history of things.
Leave it alone. No one's going to paint a bigger smile on the Mona Lisa. Leave art the way it is.
There you go. There's the only time you're going to hear something from the Talk on this show. But they have a great point. I mean, it's history. It's art. I don't like it. Then don't fucking listen to it. But you should. Whose choice is that? It's not your choice to tell me what I can listen to. And we're going to go back to Bill Hicks on this. On one of his records, he made an excellent point. And this is on a comedy record. This is the thing that was great about Bill. What business is it of yours? What I watch, listen to, or take into my body in the privacy of my own home. How do you finish it? What business is it of yours? What I watch, listen to, or take into my body in the privacy of my own home that results in no harm to anybody else? And the answer to that is none. None of your fucking business. And this is the cancel culture that we ended up in. This is the cancel culture that is ruining us. This is speech getting suppressed. We want our free speech. We want our free speech, but you can't say that. So you can have free speech, but we can only have free speech if it's okay with you. That's not how it works. And that's a problem that we're running into in this country. And it's sad. It's pathetic. That's why I love when I do this show. Is like, it's my show and I don't give a fuck. I say, ooh, Eve just busted in on a wedding on Days and she is hammered. Go figure. A wedding on Days of Our Lives that didn't go off smoothly. Huh, interesting. But that's where we're at. This is a result of a generation not being told no. This is a result of a generation wanting everything done for them. And frankly, I think a generation of broken houses. And I know I come from one. I'm a single child from a single parent home. And my mom did a great job. Luckily, I didn't turn out like these people. Luckily, I have a sense of right and wrong. That's just what it is. I have common sense, and that's one thing that this generation is lacking. This generation is fighting out against everything. And it even goes down to this Pamela Anderson thing. If you didn't see the tweets, Pamela Anderson posted 2 beautiful pictures for Halloween. And she was wearing or holding an Indian headdress. And of course, everybody just jumping on her. Hey, not in a good way. Our culture is not a costume. Who said it was a costume? How do you know she wasn't honoring your culture? How do you know that people that do this aren't honoring your culture? Not everybody does this as a funny thing. Yes, I went as Princess Leia on Halloween. I did that as a funny thing. I made the joke that's the one day of the year that you can cross-dress in public. Yay, Jack and Jennifer got married again. Yay. Oh, it's so sweet. Guy's been killed 3 times. And he's back again. I love it. I love Days of Our Lives. Oh, my God. See, this is what happens. I get sidetracked.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pat Fontaine. I get sidetracked and I lose my place. But, I mean, that's where we're at. And people got to get a grip on reality. A couple years ago for Halloween, I was bartending a party. I went as Isaac from The Love Boat, the bartender. And I changed my skin tone. I didn't go in blackface. I made myself a black guy. Was I making fun of black people? No, I wasn't. Was I making fun of Isaac from The Love Boat? No, I wasn't. It was a simple costume. It meant nothing. And I can't wait until I'm famous enough where somebody will pop that up. And I can be brutally honest about it. Adam Carolla has a picture of him. He went as Mr. T. He shaved his head and he made himself black. Was he making fun of black people? No, he wasn't. He went as Mr. T on Halloween. That's all there is to it. People just have to stop. And social media has made it worse. Social media has destroyed us. There's some people that use it the right way. They use, like me, for instance. I use it for fun and to promote my shit. But I use it for fun. I try to be funny on social media while I'm begging for money. Wait for it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pat Fontaine. It's entertainment. That's what it's supposed to be. But people take it as the Bible. People take it as their way to change the world. Their way to get their voice heard. Why? Because nobody wants to listen to you. That's why. I should know. I have a podcast. Pardon me. This culture is fucked. We are fucked. And the sad thing is the amount of people that actually think that way is not as many as you would think. But they're the ones that feel that they have to make their voices heard. They're the ones that feel they have to change the world. And we kowtow to these people that claim to be offended. when 90% of the country doesn't give a shit. Back to Bill Hicks again. Bill Hicks' last performance on David Letterman got cut. Because of a simple joke he said where a lot of Christians wear crosses around their neck. Do you think when Jesus comes back he ever wants to see a fucking cross? It's kind of like Jackie Onassis going up to Jackie Onassis with a rifle pendant on. Just thinking of John, Jackie. So they cut it. And he was on Stern the day after. And he was talking about it. And he goes, this is the problem. We kowtow to people. You know, some guy in Idaho, or we could say Portland now because Portland's pretty bad. Some guy in Portland, you know, writes a letter with a crayon. I was offended. So what I saw on your TV. Well, you know what? A lot of shit offends me too. Well, actually, it doesn't. Me personally. But Bill is saying this. But I don't have to write a letter. I can change a channel. If I don't like it, I'm going to change a channel. But that's where we're at. They worry about the 1% instead of caring about the masses. That can register what is funny. Or just have the sense to go, you know what? I don't like this. I'm going to change a channel. Maybe I'll come back tomorrow. Maybe I won't. That's where we're at. And it's sad. It's pathetic. It's horrible. Let's talk about something better. Something a little bit more joyous. Oh, pardon me. Let's get to this. Tool. Let's talk about Tool. And I'm not even a fan of Tool, but this is good news. This is good news. Tool's Fear Inoculum, which released in August, had an even more successful first week than Kanye's record. Tool moved 270,000 copies of the album in its first week, selling a staggering 247,000 pure albums. Furthermore, the limited edition copies of Fear Inoculum completely sold out in the first week, which means Tool could have landed a much bigger amount if the shelves had been stocked. But I mean, I get it. I get why stores didn't carry it in full, or why they didn't produce that many. It's because people don't buy fucking records anymore. So I think the whole industry was shocked. The whole industry was shocked. And this is compared to Jesus is King by Kanye West, which just debuted at number 1 on Billboard 200, allowing Kanye to tie Eminem's chart record for most consecutive number 1 albums with a total of 9. That's how bad the music industry now. That's how bad people's ears are. That's what they listen to, and it's terrible. Despite mixed reviews, Jesus is King debuted strong with 267,000 units moved the first week, with 109,000 coming from pure album sales. So obviously, it's being streamed a lot more than it's bought. But the thing with the Tool thing is, and God bless them for beating Kanye West, who literally thinks he's God. It just proves that if you give a good physical product, people will buy it. I love vinyl. I love records. I love the fact that, you know, you put on a record, you listen to the whole thing. You don't just skip around songs. You know, it forces you to listen to an entire record. And I love that. Because if you just skip songs, you hear at the beginning, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh, this is cool. Listen to that for about 5 seconds and move on. You sit down with a record, and it forces you to listen to the entire thing. Same thing with a cassette. Now, you can fast forward on cassettes, but that's a pain in the ass. You end up listening to the entire thing, which is why I love that media, which is why I love physical product. I mean, I love CDs too, don't get me wrong. But that's why I love vinyl, and that's why I think vinyl is great. Because it forces you to listen. I get it. We're in the digital age. People are just releasing singles now. Oh, Eve is hammered. Now she's hiding in a dark room in her hotel room, bawling her eyes out. Giving you Days of Our Lives updates. Oh, and now she is going to pass out. And crying. Looks like me every night I go to bed. But that's, look, physical product is where it's at. And I think we will eventually get to a place where people start buying physical product again. Because usually, I get it, new records are usually expensive, but I think they are worth it. And for the most part, they come with a digital download anyway, so you can still listen to it on your phone. Or if you buy the CD, you can rip it right into your computer. Or a cassette, you just put it right into your goddamn tape player. Cassettes are making a comeback. I kind of like that too. So, oh my God. I think that's what we got for today. If I find news, if I find something to talk about tomorrow, I'll be back at noon. And I should really force myself to. Because I can be a lot better than I was today. I think you all know that. Tonight on another effing podcast, Phil Schaus of the Ace Frehley Band and Accept will be on the show calling in. And then we'll be back tomorrow, hopefully. Less hungover and much gooderer than I was today. Anyways, you can download the show here on Spreaker. You can download the show on iTunes. And, of course, the iTunes actually is the Izzy Presley Show, which is separate from another effing podcast. And, so there's that. Let me hit the outro music. Do make sure you hit up all the social media at Real Izzy Presley all the way across the board. And if you want to donate to the show, you know how to do it. And it is all appreciated. My name is Izzy Presley. What I lack in talent, I make up for in cock. Like I said, all week long. Trying to take the place of Eddie Trunk, but this is why I do not have a show on Sirius XM, because this show today was not that great. I can do better. I know I can. We'll find some good news, get this back to the music talk that it should be tomorrow, and we'll have some fun. We'll have some fun. Michelle, thank you for sticking around. Steve, thank you. Oh my God, I was going to get to the kiss photo that got taken down from the cruise with Paul getting a little sensitive about his belly. My belly. Ah, yeah. Anyways, hope you all have a great night. And we'll talk to you in 4 hours. Possibly. Maybe 5. Well, Steve, you had fun. I'm glad you did. I appreciate you sticking around. Anyways, talk to you in a few hours on another effing podcast. I say good day. Love you too, Michelle.